I've spent $12,978 on Whiteout Survival. It's only day 93, and we've got a bunch of events going on. There's been a bunch of unique events since I started playing this game. I hope that calms down because I am dangerously close to $13,000 in just a little over 3 months, and I can't keep up that pace, I don't think. I mean, I don't think I want to keep up that pace. That's quite a pace, but people tell me who've been playing this game for a while, that's quite normal. So let's get into some of the spending, let's get into some of the events, and let's see what we have in store for tonight, because I'm really close to VIP 12 as well, and we're going to take a look at that also. So first things first, let's get into the, actually let's do the standard spending first. So if you come in here, I'm not going to do anything more with the custom artistry set chest. I just bought it up to the $5. The custom pet chest, you know, it doesn't matter if I buy it today or another day. I'm just going to do this for the materials, and I'm just going to do it for the $5. So I'll just do that and it's done. That's all I'm going to spend on it right now. Same with the Fire Crystal value pack. Like, they call this a value pack, but if you look at this, this is not that many Fire Crystals per dollar. So it's 30 for 5, so I think that's 6 per dollar roughly, or exactly maybe. So I'm just going to buy up to the $5 amount. Yeah, that makes it more clear, like 60 for 10, right? You can see that obviously it's 6 per dollar essentially. So, you know, I bought the $5 just for the VIP efficiency. The problem is Fire Crystals will become a gating factor, but I hope and I think there's going to be lots of other opportunities to get these at a better value than 6 per dollar. And by the time I need them, I just hope I have enough by the time I need them essentially. So I'm going to just buy it for the $5 for VIP efficiency, and that's it. For the gear enhancement pack, I think I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to buy $5 for the VIP efficiency aspect of it, and that's it. And then for the daily deals, I like this for VIP efficiency as well, so $5 on that, and let's see if I get lucky. Only got 1 extra, okay. And then I'll just do my weekly claims here, and we're done with this. So this all I'm doing for the standard shop, essentially. Now let's look at, I'm going to skip the events for now. I'm going to go into the deals section, and we'll just grab this, see if I get lucky. Whoops, I did that too quick. Let's try again. Oh, not so lucky. That's pretty lucky. Yeah, that's pretty good. Between the Fire Crystals and the Mythic Shard and the skins, that's decent. Essentially, anytime you see gold, that is, you know, a pretty good luck item. Now I'm going to have to suffer some unlucky spins. Oh, you got some Fire Crystals on that one. Crap. Crap. I'm going to call that crap. Alright, got to suffer a couple bad ones apparently. Come on. Alright, that's a little better. That's pretty good. And not much. Alright, well that's that. And just take care of the weekly benefits card now I'm going to have to renew. So let's see. I'm going to go for the charms are always good. Chief gear, hero gear is what I've really been focusing on. So yeah, if I look through these, the chief gear, well, that's a good value. It doesn't do that much for power. The chief charms is the best for power, but that's not the best value pack, I don't think. I think this is why I keep going for the hero gear benefits card. This is actually pretty good value, and it's good for power, so I'm going to go ahead and select that. And we have this at the epic level as well, but I'm pretty sure that it works out to be pretty much the same. And select that. And because of where I'm at the account, where I am in the account right now, I am going to go ahead and do this because I think that is pretty good. It's better than, I'll show you the other pack that I was offered in a second. So if you look at, let me just show you this quick. So if you look at the Hero Gear Mastery that I was offered, you know, this is $100 for, 240 essence stones. And, I don't know, this isn't great value. So I feel like I'll be able to get those types of, the stones and the gear through other deals through the game. And that's why I selected what I did here for the benefits card. Hall of Heroes again, not going to do anything with this because I have them maxed out already. And then Lantern of Blessings, I'll continue to press. The Sign and Earn It, I think that's always a good value, so I'm going to grab that. And then Deadshot, we got 5 tickets again. So it's time to see. It's time to see if I'm going to get lucky. I think we got 5 tickets because we won our Foundry today. So here we go. X5. Let's see if I can get lucky or if I'm going to roll craps again. All right. It's pretty. Oh, come on. I don't know why I always like going for the center first. And I don't know, it's 50-50 whether it's a good strategy or not. All right. Oh, come on, man. Those keys just find me every time. I mean, I had a, what was that, 1 in 6 chance of finding the key at that point? But, I don't know, that's not too bad of a result. I'll take it. And just grab this quickly. All right, yeah, Lantern of Blessings I'll do later. Now, and I've already showed you that special pop-up offer. The other thing I wanted to show before I get into the other spending areas is the events. So let's go through events quick. So we do have, if you look at the calendar, we have a bunch of events between the 3rd year anniversary events and King of Icefield. We've got, the Flame and Fang going on, and we've got a bunch of events coming up. We got another BIA coming up, another Lucky Wheel coming up. Now, let's look at this King of the Icefield. I know some of you told me about King of Icefield. There's a couple reasons why I don't even care about this right now. I mean, if we look at the Medal of Honor and stuff, like Medal of Honor awards and the honor ranking, we look at these awards, like this isn't like I already have Philly maxed. So, yes, it's nice for some of these skill manuals, but it's nothing worth breaking the bank for. And I really need to worry about, state versus state prep next month than this. And I know, some people are saying, oh, don't focus on that so much. Well, I mean, I'm trying to play as an efficient whale. I'm not just trying to spend wildly all the time anytime an event comes out. So I'm not trying to dump loads of money just to win an event that doesn't really have any value to me. So I'm going to kind of skip it essentially. Here's how we did in Alliance Showdown. There was one thing that disappointed me. I underestimated in Alliance Showdown. Look at this. I came in 11th place. I really wanted this little island decoration. And before I went to bed last night, I just had a lot going on yesterday. Before I went to bed last night, I thought I'd put enough points on the board to be able to come in like 10th place at least. I was sitting around 7th or something, but we do have an international team and a bunch of people came online and did some more stuff and just barely bumped me out of the bottom. So I didn't get top 10. So next time we do an Alliance Showdown, I'll have to get that island decoration unlocked. But we won, and it's good for other reasons. But it would have been nice to get that as well. And that's the only thing I think I wanted to show there. We do have the Alliance Championship coming up, so I'll make sure I get my heroes in the right state to do that. And we have Flame and Fangs. I might as well go ahead and redeem some of these. But I'll I did the trick of like making sure that I didn't claim last night's Intel awards or Intel claims until after the reset. So I was able to get a few more of these, cores and spend a little bit more. So that's good. And we did have a new personal best today on bear damage. Look at that. Now this was quite the bear damage. Number one, I do have a little bit more troops, but the real reason for that bear damage is because I've got Supreme President buffs on, and we had Foundry today. So I had like all the buffs enabled for Foundry, in addition to the Supreme President declaration, in addition to the Supreme President buffs for, attack and rally cap. So that all, I won't see that total damage for a little while again, but it was nice to hit another personal best. So that's where we are with Bear. And then, like I said, we have some other events coming up. We have Lucky Wheel coming up again. All right, so we're Kasia's Wish House is a part of the spending today, and that's also an event to play. So I'm gonna put that on hold for just a second, because I want to get through all the spending first and then come back around and see where my VIP is. Because essentially, if we come into the Dream Fest, if we look at Chiefs of Dawn, I'm going to have an opportunity to spend gems tomorrow. Now, I don't really need to care to push this too hard anyways. I just need to be, you know, in the top 25 for this event. But might as well get what I can out of it. So, and I think we're going to be in a position with VIP that it's going to make sense to finish off the VIP with gems tomorrow. I think that's what this is shaping up to be. Drop me a comment if you think that's the right move or not, because there's an argument to be made that, you know, you'd still be spending on gems on pets and let the VIP happen organically. There's an argument to be made for that. But I just feel like it's just so close at this point. It's maybe worth just starting the VIP grind and taking those points for the gems. It's not like, you know, there's only so many things you could do, so many events you can have where you're going to be able to use the gems for the event. And I don't want to do anything else for this event because of SVS prep. I'm trying to preserve as much as I can. So I figure the gems is a nice way to do that. And we'll come back around to Kasia's Wish House. We do have the Feast Overture. Let me do a little of this now because we do have one of these items here. Let's see, I did request something earlier. Oh, somebody gave it to me, good. I think I'm gonna need even more of those. So whoever helps me out, I'll help them out, but they're not requesting anything right now. But I'm gonna need a bunch more of these lamb chops, I think, yeah, to be able to do any more of this cooking. So I'll just go ahead and submit that for now. But this one, I've been waiting. I was hoping I'd get this one to come. Oh, forgot I didn't unlock this one yet. There we go. Perfection. And I didn't expect that, so you got to see it live and unedited. All right, so I'm gonna just cook all these and submit all that. There we go. And that's what my rank is looking like at this point, which is, you know, pretty good. You know, I'll take that, and I'll continue to try to get those as many times as much as I can. Get those little chests with the ingredients by other missions. And by the way, that's a source of double dipping because in the Trial of Taste, you get, you know, more of them for spending gems. So this is another argument for spending gems and making sure that I place well in this event. So I'm also trying to finish off the gather resources limit where you're only limited to 300. So that's where we are there. And that will, I won't have to spend as much if I do it that way. All right, so we are gonna come back around to, and oh, today is a troop training day, okay. That is something I can do and I've been wanting to do anyways, but you know, there's only so much. I mean, I want to save for SVS prep as well, but I want to try to take advantage of the presidency as well. So, you know, because I won't have it next week. So try to do some troop training while I have that buff available to me easily. And then we'll come back around to Kasia's Wish House. So we have another event here tonight. We have the Dreamscape Memory, and I'm new to this game, so I don't know if this is a new one. This one seems like a new a game feature to me. So if anybody else knows this game better or they knew it was coming, you know, I do have access to like sneak preview stuff and stuff like this, but I didn't really do a lot of research on this one. So maybe I'll have more information for you on this one tomorrow as I play it a little bit and see how it goes. But essentially it seems, you know, fairly easy to play. It's basically you play by, it's like I don't know if anybody knows the Where's Waldo game you used to play. It's like you try to find images or try to find things in the image, you know? So let me see. Let me see if I'll play chapter 1 and see how that goes live. Oh, you only get 39 seconds. 5 more stages left to complete the chapter, and I only get 1 hint. All right, so ball, map, camera. There's the camera. Where is the ball? Those aren't the balls. That did not look like a ball. Corn, feather, and balloon. Corn, feather, and balloon. There's the corn. Where's the feather? Oh. It's helping me out. All right. I can see how the time aspect makes a big difference there. And so essentially what's going to happen is they're going to sell you stuff that gives you time, is what I think this is going to work out to be. Because the more it goes up, the harder they get, and the more time you're going to need in some of them. If you have a really good eye, maybe you'll be able to do it quicker without spending as much, but that looks like what the trick is going to be. And so if you look at, there's something really cool here that is, I think a lot of people are going crazy over. If you look at this Recall Road, this is a progression like some of the other games have, where you'll have opportunities to get these unique, like this is an island decoration, and then that's at level 5. And then at level 10, you get this frame. That's a permanent frame. And then we get a nameplate at level 15. And then at 25, you get this cool Ninja Meow. Now, I don't like cats very much because I'm allergic to them, but this is a pretty cool March skin. And then all the way here at level 35, you get this cool city skin, Cloud Fantasy, that's like this cat cloud thing that comes out. And if you're a cat lover, you're probably going to go crazy over this stuff. Me, I do really like the March. I don't, the city I'll take for the buff. It comes with a 2% troops attack. When it comes, but I'm not going to go crazy over that. But I would like to have this March. It's a pretty cool March. And it does help with the hunting March speed as well. And if you're a March collector, you'll get it anyways. So what they're going to sell you is these Dream Traveler packs. And I believe that's the same if we go over here. One of them has a little area. Oh, here it is. So if you click this plus over here, that's the Dream Traveler pack. So it's the same thing, basically. And I'm going to buy this at the $5 amount just for VIP efficiency, if nothing else. Because that's a good $5 VIP spend. And then I'm going to see how this game goes. I'll give you an update tomorrow. I'm just trying to do a little of the spending right now. So I'll give you an update tomorrow as I get more familiar with these features and the games. Oh, and there is one more thing I'm going to do. Like I do for the other ones, I like these progressions. If you look at this progression, this is actually 10 fire crystals per dollar. So just for the fire crystals alone, this is worth it. And then on the higher tier, it's less fire crystals per dollar, but it also comes with lucky hero gear chests. And, just on the value of that alone, I think this is worth it. But it also comes with these dream bells that are used as, what's it say? To add extra challenge time. So that's the thing. That's the currency of those puzzles. So I'm going to grab that as well. All right. So that's where we are with the Dreamscape Memory. And like I said, as I know more and as I play this, I'll give you an update on if I, learned any more about it. But it looks like it's just a fun game to play, and you get the progression and go for those awards. So before we look at VIP, let's go to Kasia's Wish House now. And let's take care of this. Because today is another day where I'm going to buy up to, let's see. Yeah, it's another day where I'm going to buy up to the $50 amount. And let's see, I had a really lucky run yesterday. I'm almost at 3,000 dream marks already, and I'm only a couple days in. This is 3 days in. We have 2 more days left. So I think I've had a pretty lucky run, if you ask me, because look at this. I'm already, let me move my head here for a second. I'm already at 2930 dream marks right there. So that's pretty good luck, if you ask me, for day 2. And now let's see if I can get lucky on day 3. Here we go. That's no dream marks, but that's a lot of good stuff that I like. Oh, got 100. All right, no dream marks. No dream marks again. This is a gambling aspect of this game. If you don't know, you have to get lucky. Wow. All right, I'm going to get a guaranteed one now, but let's hope it's a 500 or 300. Ah, only 100. Kasia's being stingy with me tonight. All right, got 200 more. And 100 more. All right, at least I got something. Those are not easy to get. And what I'm going to do right now, because the whole point of this, there's 2 points of this. Oh, there's 2. I dismissed it too quickly. There's 2 points to this. Number 1 is to clear these chests right here, because these ones up here, because they have mithril. And what I'm going to be aiming to do is going towards this one, because in my calculations, maxing this out is not worth it for me right now. I'm going to have to spend like almost double the amount, and I'm not going to get double the reward, because essentially once you unlock the mithril and you can buy the mithril out of the shop, that's the highest value. And then these are just kind of like bonus on top of that. So at this point, I now have enough dream marks to do. This is the whole goal. So I'm going to do this right now on camera so I don't forget to do it. But there we go. So I've just used all those dream marks to buy out the mithril. So that's the whole goal of Kasia is the high value on the mithril. In fact, if I wanted to stop right now, if my whole goal was only mithril and I wasn't a content creator who's going to finish this out, because I've got a $375 spend committed to this, if my only goal was to get mithril, I've kind of won the game right there. Because if I just stop right there, then I've got even higher value, right? I haven't spent my full budget, and I've got the 60 from the shop, and then, you know, I've got the 10 from there. Now I won't get the other 10 here if I don't continue all the way, but you know, it's not going to be, you know, there are some other things in the shop, but it's not going to be that much of a value. Like those extra 10 aren't where the real value is. The real value is from getting lucky and being able to buy out all the mithril, and that's what drives the price way down. So right now, if I were to stop right now, my price per mithril would be like off the chart because I haven't spent all that much. So that's where we stand on Kasia's Wish House, and I will continue this. And actually, I'm going to grab the daily here as well. I'll continue this because A, I'm a content creator, and B, I want to see how lucky I'm going to get. And I will try to get some other things that are high value here, like the charm designs, see if I can get some more of those. They have a lot of these in here. So I can probably just spend the rest of the amount on charm designs actually, or unless I wanted to go for something like the essence stones, but probably the charm designs is the better, the smarter thing to do there because they're hard to get. And this is a source of getting them kind of, you know, cheap if I get lucky. All right, so that's Kasia's Wish House. And now let's see what the VIP is looking like after all that spending. So I'll grab this, apply all the VIP points. Hey, yeah, look at that. So now we're talking for 800,000 VIP, I can unlock, or for 800,000 gems, I can unlock VIP, but that's without the spending that I'm going to be doing tomorrow. So that's very tempting. I know, you know, you guys tell me in the comments what you think. This is an opportunity though, similar to Chinese New Year, where I can have like triple dip almost, because we're going to have the, you know, the value of getting to VIP 12. We're going to have the gems that I'll be able to use to get more ingredients and to be able to place higher in that event and make sure that I get that frame. So I don't know, it seems like a win-win-win to me, but you guys tell me in the comments if you think that's the right move, or should I continue to use gems for, we're going to have like Lucky Wheel coming up, but I don't need anything from Lucky Wheel really. So the only thing Lucky Wheel would be for this point would be for points, but I don't care about the event that the points are going to be in. So I don't even need to play Lucky Wheel this time around. So I'm thinking the VIP is actually the right move. But again, tell me in the comments what your opinion is, because everyone seems to have a different opinion on this. Before I'm done, let's take a look at the backpack and see. All right, we've got 54 chests in here. And I'm going to make sure I grab these for the mithril. So grab those for mithril. And there we go. Got 10 mithril out of that. And I know you normally like to see wait until this gets to 100, but I'm going to pop this at 54 because I'm curious. I've heard that this game has the sense of the pity timer is global, in the sense that like if you were just to open one at a time and do it 100 times, the pity would be, you know, global across the 100, not like 100 at a time. So I'm curious. I've been hitting a lot of these. I think I told you just the other day I opened up 1,100. So I don't think I'm due for one, and I'm just curious if I'm going to have some luck getting a mythic gear tonight. So let's give it a shot and see. Hey, all right. I got one. So it might be that if I were to open another 50, I wouldn't get any, and then if I did another 50, I'd get one again. If that's the way the kind of global pity timer works, that would make some sense. But I got one. I'm happy. So that's all I have for tonight, but I'll continue to give you updates on these games, these little mini games, and how things are going, and if I have any special tips or anything as I'm playing them, and you know, following along on what I'm doing and watching the spending I'm doing, etc., is what you're here for, right? So if you want to continue that journey and see how I'm spending, what I'm playing, what I'm doing, you want to see my account growth and my personal growth, make sure you give me a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so whenever I go live or post anything, you'll know about it right away. And I will plan on going live soon again. I just have been really busy and it's really hard. Thank you very much for joining me, and until next time, I'll see you later.